What is the most important thing to consider when changing jobs from a mental health perspective? What is truly going to make sure that any depression you're experiencing right now, any anxiety you're experiencing right now, or even a simple lack of fulfillment or stress is going to be able to be remedied with your next job change? Well, I'll share with you that I'm a big believer in making sure that when you're making decisions, you are asking the right question, because the question you ask guides the thinking that you have and guides the types of potential answers you will contemplate. So to put this more simply, when most people are contemplating a job change, they're actually asking the question, what job could I do that is different than the one that I'm doing right now? And they tend to think about their next career opportunity in terms of what opportunities are readily available to them that they could reach. So they may think about how they have a connection at this company, or that they have skills that could apply at this company, or that there's an opening over here at this company here and they happen to be hiring. And I'll share with you that I don't think that's the right question to be asking. Namely, because if you ask yourself the question, what next job could I get? And by the way, that doesn't sound like a bad question, but I'll pose an alternative in a moment. What happens is you tend to kind of limit your scope. You tend to be thinking more in terms of, well, what can I practically immediately see in my vicinity would actually be attainable? And you don't necessarily want to limit yourself like that, because you could end up falling kind of backwards into a job that's not the best fit for you and is not going to make you feel alive and is going to be a detriment to your mental health. So instead, the question that I am always sharing with my clients that they need to be orienting themselves to when they are making a job change is, what job do I really want? Or even better yet, what would be my dream job? Okay, and what I actually recommend is that you flesh out a vision of what your dream job would be in detail, without consideration for a specific company or a specific role, but more in terms of the attributes of the role, how it would feel, what the team would be like, what the culture would be like, what the principles would be like. Would it be at home, in a virtual office, or in person? Would you travel? How much? For what? How much would you be paid? Those types of things. And to flesh out a very detailed vision, so that way you can actually go, wow, yes, if I really had a job like that, I would feel alive. I would feel meaningful. I would feel a great sense of purpose. That would be really, really exciting. And when you do that, now all of a sudden you can start asking yourself, okay, what would be necessary in order for me to get this job? Do I need to go back to school? Do I need to get a couple new skills? Do I need to find a mentor? Do I need to send an email out to that old person I knew back then a couple years ago who may have some intel for me? Do I need to do some market research? Do I need to what, right? Because if you think of it, would you rather simply be contemplating what you can go to in terms of your next career move from an almost survivalist mindset of, okay, well, I could do that, so let me do that, versus thinking, you know what, this end goal is really what would make me most excited and compelling, and it would be something that would feel just deeply meaningful to me, and I'm going to make a plan and I'm going to go after that. Okay, which one of those two paths do you think is going to make you feel more grateful, more excited, right? Mentally healthy, right? That second one, obviously. So that's the thing that I really encourage you to consider, is if you really want to do this exercise in depth, take about 10 minutes and just brainstorm every single detail you possibly can think of about how it would feel to be in your dream career, right? Without paying attention to specific roles, companies, or what have you, but just try to get all the attributes down. And then brainstorm as many things as you possibly can in terms of specific positions that could potentially fit the bill. And what you'll do is you'll end up coming up with hopefully 20 ideas or so that you might not have even thought of previously. Now you can start digging in on a specific plan of how could you actually figure out which one of those is best for you. Do you need to call up that mentor, do that research, whatever the case is? And now you've actually got a massive action plan orienting you to an end goal that would be deeply compelling for you, rather than just going, well, I guess I could go work here, which is not going to necessarily be beneficial for you in the long term. So hope this serves you. I would love to hear your thoughts below. Comment below. What are you thinking? Are you contemplating a job change? Does this serve you in any way? Does this make you get a sense of maybe that you just need to flesh out a deeper vision of how you want to be showing up in the career that you have now, because maybe you're just kind of doing it out of reaction as opposed to deeply with intention. So take that for what it's worth to you. Share your thoughts below, and thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.